And go, hello everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten Movie Reviews. And James cannot be here today, so we are being joined by El Blanco because I've been doing my once a year go over the Tremors, and I'm almost finished with the Tremor series again, the TV show. Such a fun series. But joining me as always is Tier Alexander. Tier, how you doing?
I don't know. I'm dazed and confused and I'm terrified.
Wrong movie here. That's
and,
a good movie.
and with us as always is Angela. Angela, how you doing?
I am doing well, but tears should not besmirch Dazed and Confused like that.
Well, he's using the motto, not the movie. He
Good.
said he is dazed and confused.
Yes.
But today we watched the movie Adaptation, and the best tagline I will say is in the IMDb that says, "From the creator of Being John Malkovich comes the story about the creator of Being John Malkovich."
Oh, cool.
This is one hell of a weird movie that came out in 2002. The movie
Yes.
Adaptation, starring Nicolas Cage as two different characters: Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, Tilda Swinton, Jim Beaver in it for a bit. I mean, it's got a metric fuck ton of amazing people in it.
Yes.
And just, good lord. Because quite literally, this movie is. It's okay, it's a movie about the screenwriter Charlie Kaufman writing a script about the movie we just fucking watched. it's a movie about the main character writing the screen like the screen the screenwrite for said movie.
It's a movie about a movie about a movie.
It's a movie about writing a movie based off a book based off real events.
It, it,
That's
I'm confused too,
oh
Angela.
god.
I'm confused too.
no, I'm not confused. Well, I'm confused about what the hell just happened on that screen. But I think we're being too kind. It's a movie about why movie that illustrates why movies should not be meta.
Honestly, I'll be the one to say it in this one for my thoughts. I don't think it was that bad. It was fucking weird as hell, and I'm glad that uh Meryl Streep ended up playing, fucking druggy cheating on her husband with a hobo.
That's a good way to put it.
I think you're being unkind to Chris Cooper's character, but
Well, it's like in a way, and it's probably not anything against Meryl Streep herself, considering the fact it's just far too many people hold her in super super high regard of like what she chooses for films. But yeah,
uh,
weird, weird fucking movie. And it
Yes.
also had the Roger Willie who played the Apache who died in Windtalkers.
yeah, that was actually I was kind of excited until the movie continued going. I was like, "Oh, hey, he's a good actor.
And
This
then
will be good." And
Mm-hmm.
then the movie happened.
and then he has a very very fucking small role. Well, that's like Peter Jason's in it. He's supposed to be the defense attorney for the trial that Cooper was in, and like his scenes were cut. I mean, there was a few of them that had scenes deleted. Yeah, Nicolas Cage used to play two characters. He used to play Charlie Kaufman, one of the writers of this for the screenplay, and Donald Kaufman, his own brother. And
Mm-hmm.
then Meryl Streep plays Susan Orlean, who is the writer of the New Yorker's article and then eventually adapted the book Orchid, or whatever the fuck the book's called.
Whatever.
The Orchid Thief. The funny thing is for this movie, apparently for part of it was Nicolas Cage said that during the film of the movie he ignored all his acting instincts and played the part of Charlie Kaufman exactly as the director Spike Jonze asked him to. He received an Academy Award nomination for it.
Not
Okay.
bad.
That just proves my theory that if it's Oscar bait, I don't really want to watch it.
Well, it's one of those things. Nicolas Cage can act, but a lot of times he does better with the right director. I think he
I
played the part well. Like,
absolutely.
yeah, it's definitely
I
an
think he
Oscar
did
bait
too.
movie.
I don't think he did bad. I think that this script is. I think okay. If we're operating strictly on Cage's performance, he did great. He did what he was supposed to do with what he was given.
And how he was directed.
Well, direction as part of what he was given.
Yes.
Uh, um, he did what he was supposed to do, how he was supposed to do it. And I watched it, and he was impressive. And now I'm broken and kind of just.
I, this movie was good. It was just weird. That's the only way I can describe it, and I can't describe it any more than that. This movie.
Well, in a lot
That's
of
it.
ways, you can. I mean, yes, it's definitely a fucking Oscar bait movie, and it's one of the few ones that I would actually say I kind of like because it is being kind of meta in the fact that while it's meta for the whole thing of being based on a book that was originally based off an article that's based on real life, that it's also in a lot of cases kind of making fun of the do's and don't do's for like screenwriting.
Yes.
Hmm.
Now, is it a great guide for that? No, but it's something that you can kind of go with, like because like they have him go to McKee's seminar, and he says that he makes note that he's not against the use of voiceover narration, despite what Kaufman says. No, his point is voiceover narration must add to the story, not describe what's already being seen on screen. Otherwise,
Hmm.
there's no reason for it. Which, yeah, it's
God damn it! Did it do it again? It did it again.
It's just. The problem with voiceover narration is people lean on it and they fall out of show don't tell, and end up
Yeah.
in a lot of tell don't show,
mhm,
and it stops being a movie and just is basically an audio book with pictures.
yeah.
It still wasn't a
But apparently,
bad
it
thing.
was pretty on the nose of. It was supposed to be a screenplay about that movie, or not the movie, the book, The Orchid Thief. But because Kaufman got writer's block, he basically decided to change it to where it's a movie about himself struggling to write a book adaptation.
I mean, it
And
worked
apparent
out in the
and
end.
apparently like three different people thought this thing was going to end their career. It didn't end Kaufman's career. It didn't end Orlean's career. Because apparently when she first read the screenplay, she's like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Okay, at least they realized that it was a whole lot of what the fuck. Okay, I can I can accept that.
Oh shit! Charlie comes home and checks his mail, and I wasn't paying attention to this one. He's in front of the mirror, and Donald was talking to him from behind him. The reflection of Donald in the mirror is actually the real Charlie Kaufman.
Wow,
Whoa.
I missed that.
Well, I had to crank the volume for a bit and go use the restroom because my body just decided to be like, no.
Wow.
So yeah, this was definitely one of those things that
It's not
it's
something
it's
I'm gonna watch again.
dramatized. It's that whole thing that's like it's like a horror movie that says based on true events. So you know it's nowhere near that.
Yeah.
It,
It,
it's fictionalized events.
Yeah.
it's like this. I might watch it again if somebody that I like watching movies with wanted to watch it.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm not gonna seek out to watch this movie again. That's not gonna happen. It felt like it wanted to be several different movies, and so it
Yeah,
failed at
that's
me.
what
Yeah.
I got too. That,
Well,
It
that
that
feeling I
failed
that's
at
got
that
me
too.
yeah,
and
that's why the whole thing was. It was supposed to be that since he was struggling to make that adaptation, he kept going in several different fucking directions.
well, I mean, I can name
Yeah.
specific movies. Like it wanted to be The Whole Wide World, which was about Bob Howard, and it wanted to be Romancing the Stone, and it wanted to be um like Seinfeld stretched out into a movie.
Oh yeah, and apparently for a few of the stand-ins for one of the twins, Cage's own brother was a stand-in.
Nice,
We
that's fun.
Oh, because Donald Kaufman's actually a fictional character. So they did well.
Yeah.
Oh wow, apparently when Streep read the screenplay, she said it was one of the best she'd ever read.
Oh wow.
hmm,
Oh wow.
no
Okay.
accounting for taste.
Oh, I mean, shit's fucking weird in that whole thing, and
Well, she was in like Postcards from the Edge and stuff too, which while they are more cohesive movies, they're not the best.
I just openly admit Meryl Streep's not someone I like actively seek out
Seek
as an
out.
actress.
I can say she's been in a couple of movies that I liked. I mean, I thought she did really great in Mamma Mia.
I think she did really
Um,
great in That Becomes Her.
yeah, she did really good in Death Becomes Her. Uh, I have to admit I haven't seen The Devil Wears Prada, but I hear she was great in that. But she tends to do a lot of really. I did see a Cry in the Dark, the movie about the dingo ate her baby,
Hmm, not a
Oh,
clue.
what?
and she was good in that. The movie about the lady that ended up going to jail for a while because she and her husband went out camping with their like 8-month-old baby, and a dingo ate their
Oh
kid.
yeah, the one to where for the longest time everyone thought she just killed the woman in Australia, had
They
killed
thought
her
she
own
just
child,
killed the
killed her own
baby.
child.
I thought that
Yeah,
was a Family Guy joke.
No, that's actually
no,
a
that's
real
a
story.
real thing,
And it
dude.
was for years like she did not kill her child, and till somewhere along the line, like someone basically came along, part of a skeleton and whatnot, and it had been eaten by
It turned out
dingoes.
it was her baby.
Yeah, her child was taken by dingoes and then eaten.
Wow.
And she spent time in prison for that.
Hmm.
I, I never knew. I honestly thought it was a throwaway line in a Family Guy movie
Uh,
episode.
no, and that was a joke, or it's like a thing before the one. I don't know when it came out that it was like actually real.
Well, when the movie was
Hmm.
created, it was a true story.
No, I was
So,
saying I don't remember when it was brought up that no, she actually didn't kill her child.
uh, basically, it hit America when they found out that she was acquitted and had spent so much time in jail. That's when they decided to make the movie.
But damn, that must fucking suck.
Yep. But she was. The point is, she was good in that movie. That, and I was probably way too young to watch that.
I mean, I'll take your word for it. Like I said, she's not someone I she's like Tilda Swinton as well. She's been in probably a lot of stuff, but they're never an actress. Like there's not many actors I've even really sought out for anything unless it was an action movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like Tilda Swinton, actually.
Like
Like, I'm not gonna seek out a movie because she's in it, but she's great in everything that I've seen.
oh, I mean, she typically becomes whatever character she's going to fill in for that whole thing, regardless of whether they're like a simplistic character of Valerie in this movie or being extremely more eccentric.
I have to admit, this was amazing because she actually played someone normal. I'm like, wow, she's capable of just being a regular person.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Because, I mean, you go from her being the psychotic murderous angel in
Constantine.
Constantine to the Ice Queen in Narnia,
Yeah.
and then
Plus,
the
she's also
mystic
a
guy.
mortician, not a mortician, a medical examiner type person in one of the more recent zombie movies that came out. That's got was it Andrew Driver or Adam Driver and Bill Murray in it.
Are you talking about Zombieland?
No, at least I think it's her. It could be wrong on that one.
I'm looking at her IMDb. I don't see her. See her anything.
Yeah, I think I might have that one wrong.
She was in Don't Look Up.
Yeah, she's in Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
She's in Snowpiercer, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me Snickers, Manchurian Candidate, Rendition, Mia, Julie.
Did you say Mamma Mia?
I'm looking at the wrong person. My bad. Look at Meryl Streep. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're looking for Tilda
Y'all talking about Tilda Swinton. I'm looking at Meryl Streep. My bad. My mistake. I'm getting old. Go away.
Swinton.
They thought the blending got at my age. She just has this neutral look about her, though.
Tilda Swinton?
Yes.
I don't know about neutral. She has a very. It doesn't surprise me at all that she ends up playing all of, um, let's just say, odd, bizarre character.
Oh yeah, she was in not 3,000 Years of Longing. That was a weird fucking movie.
What?
She's in 3,000 Years of Longing where she falls in love with a jinn or a fey creature,
And
and it
it's
gets
called
weird.
3,000 Years of,
Longing.
as in dirty clothes?
No, Longing.
Longing. Thank you. I'm going, what are you talking?
Oh no, I was right. She's in. It's called The Dead Don't Die. That's what I was thinking of. It's two pioneers fight
Okay.
for their lives and the love of the America. Okay, they have that thing fucking wrong for the thing on that one. But yeah, Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Tilda Swinton.
Nice.
It's a weird one.
Trying to think if I've seen it.
It's 2019. I know Roanoke Gaming did a video on it.
It was in another vampire. She was in a vampire flick. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Only the Lovers Left Alive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's in the Avengers as well, Endgame.
Yeah, she's
Well,
the
she's
ancient one.
also in Doctor Strange.
Oh
She's
yeah.
the ancient one, which pisses me off to no end.
It does not bother me as much.
Ancient Asian guy. Ancient old woman, white woman.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, it
forgot she
bothers me.
was in Burn After Reading. That was a weird ass fucking movie.
She's in Isle of Dogs. Now that was a fucking weird one.
I just like how
Um,
for some odd reason, like Jim Beaver, who is in this one, he's in so many things as the character either Bobby or Robert Singer. Because in Supernatural,
Right?
he was Bobby Singer. He's in The Boys as Robert Singer.
he's a reoccurring character as a singer.
Yeah.
But up to this.
I mean, then he was in this movie for a short stint. He was in an episode of Tremors. Yeah, this was just a weird movie, and the fact that they actually one of the natives besides Roger Willie, I don't know if it was the one who touched the hair and whatnot, but his name is actually Lightfoot.
Huh.
Apparently, he's the one who played Little Bear in Eddie in the Cupboard.
Ah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it was his first role. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. He also played Nightwolf in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That's not a fucking high bar. He was only in there for like what 7 seconds before he noped out the goddamn plot.
It was like a few minutes.
He had like 3 lines of dialogue. I'm gonna unlock your animality. And then he hits him with a fucking tomahawk. And then nopes out the goddamn picture. I'm only pissed because Nightwolf's one of my favorite characters.
Look, I never said like the original two Mortal Kombat movies were really good. I mean, I still like the first one.
At least it had a
I,
coherent plot that made sense.
I don't even hate the second one. The second one is ridiculous for, but then again, if you look at the Mortal Kombat storyline in itself, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the way things go sometimes.
That's just the way it is.
That just for some parts, that whole thing, you're like, Jesus, like Will Kaufman's character with Amelia, especially when he had her in the car, it's like, oh my god, dude, just go bang. I was like, she quite literally invited you in for sex. Just go bang every
Right?
bit of your anxiety or whatnot out. You keep
Mm.
having weird ass imagining things of getting laid. Just go for it.
Shoot your shot, motherfucker. Shoot your shot.
I'm just like, you like her. She likes you. Make a move, dumbass.
Like, go ahead and shoot your shot, bro. You ain't got shit to lose.
Yeah, this was just
The worst
such a
that's
weird
gonna
movie.
happen is she says no.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a water real quick.
Ross is gone. Rod's gone. We can now talk about what we want. Let's do this.
I'm here to talk about the movie.
I want to talk about my Lord and Savior.
Okay.
I'm just fucking around, Angela.
Not going with
Yay, payday. Best day ever.
I'll still say though, it's kind of just weird, like some of the people they get for the cast and that whole thing. Because Brian Cox was actually recommended by Robert McKee to play Robert McKee. Yeah, this is just a weird fucking movie.
All right, we gotta talk about the lead up to the ending, because I'm fucking with. There are words that want to come out of my mouth, but that make no
Okay,
sense when I say
slow down, breathe, then talk.
them. Okay. He went flying out that motherfucking window.
Yeah, especially after saying, it's like, oh man, I got shot. Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
And the funny thing
Yeah.
is he hit he died, the ranger died, and if I remember correctly, the ranger was Jim Beaver.
Fucking LaRoche dies. He gets ate by an alligator.
Oh yeah, as soon as I saw the fucking
Definitely.
gators when they were originally in the first part, I was like, someone's getting killed by a gator at some point. They've got to be. Otherwise, there's no point in showing them. It's kind of like a Chekhov's gun.
that was really not.
Well, somebody got ate. Like, that one was just chef's kiss.
And even Gage arguing back and forth. You're just a fat something loser. He's just
And
like,
then killing him comes out of fucking left field. Then we gotta kill him.
yeah.
Like, this shit just got dark real fast.
Yeah, and the whole thing, it's like, oh yeah, he's the screenwriter. Oh damn, man, nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna play me? I think I should play me.
Yeah. Wait, but we ain't got it. Yeah, we do.
I can't do
Okay.
this.
Ah, man. And then his brother. I gotta say, Nicolas Cage can act off of Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. That's where I kind of find it funny how, like, Jack Cochran or like Drunkle don't like him. Well, Jack Cochran says, he can be replaced by anyone else.
I
There's
find
some
it
movies that
weird
require
he
him.
equates Nicolas Cage with Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Well, he says the same
I-
thing for both of them, which is weird to me.
Yeah, they're not.
All right. This is my take on that. Nicolas Cage. There are some roles I can only see Nicolas Cage doing, like him as the janitor in Willy's Wonderland. Chef's kiss, perfect. Him as the fucking the grandfather in Drive Angry,
Yep.
great casting. Him as even fucking Ghost Rider. I can't see anyone else doing those roles.
Well,
However,
it's like I could see someone else playing Ghost Rider because that's a character everyone already knows. But it's like I don't think I could see too many other people playing the role he played as the the sergeant in Windtalkers.
No, I can't see
Could
anybody else
somebody
playing that
else
role
have
either.
played that? Probably, but I think he did a damn good job. I mean, if you're
Yes,
gonna
I
go off
really
that
do.
whole thing of being like, oh, Nicolas Cage could be replaced in any movie by by someone else and it wouldn't change anything, dude, that's 100,000 fucking actors that are that way.
Yeah, even in Captain Carbonelli's
Captain
Mandragora.
Corelli's mandolin.
That's what I said. I
That
think it was great.
that
It
that
was
is that
perfect.
is stream lore that we will rarely ever pronounce that properly.
I said General Carbonetti's xylophone. Man. But he was good in that. I really liked him in that. I liked him in Wind Talkers, and I can't see anyone else replacing him.
I mean, like I said, it's one of those things. You can have someone else in like different
Oh,
roles and
subtract
whatnot,
really quickly.
but I think he does it well. But again, it always goes to that whole thing like, okay, Face Off is a dumb fucking movie, but it is a dumb, fun movie that I could honestly not see anyone playing the two main characters other than Cage and Travolta. My shit didn't fuck up, did it?
No, I hear.
Okay.
Oh, I hear you. I don't
You're right.
think that anybody would put in the effort to make that work the way that they did.
I agree. Um, I can't see anyone else playing. Fucking what was the role he was in? The in Raised in Arizona. Shit, Amos and Andy was perfect for him.
I
Like
mean, he's
perfect
just
casting.
he's done his roles well.
Yes, he has. Now, is he great in everything? No.
No, that depends on the writing, the director, how big it's supposed to be. Okay, let's take it this way. I think he did well in 8 millimeter, though. I and like Bringing Out the Dead, though. I have no desire to watch 8 millimeter again. I wouldn't mind watching Bringing Out the Dead again, mainly for Lord, bring back I be banging.
If I watch 8 millimeter again, I'm gonna need a shower and to cleanse off with some holy water. I can't do that without those things.
Get a shower in holy water, smoke some sage while you're at it. You need to get that shit
Just
directly into
something.
the house. It's like not even just directly into the house, but into your lungs.
Yes, I'm gonna walk
I'm,
around the house
I'm
with
not even
sage.
doing this shit to get high. I just need to be purified.
Yes. Go sleep at a church. Just something. Like, but that's not a fault of like it's not a fault of the movie or Cage's acting. That's just the subject matter.
Yeah, but it was portrayed well, in my opinion. And
Yeah,
this
most
movie,
definitely.
while just, I'll definitely say it was an Oscar bait movie that had kind of more of an Oscar bait cast. It did really well, and for what it was.
Hmm.
Like I said, this
Yeah.
is one of the few Oscar bait movies that's like, oh, I really have no desire to go and try to find online. Or it's like try to seek out every year, but I don't hate it at all.
It wasn't awful, but I probably wouldn't watch it again unless I was like actually watching it with a group of friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the only other way I would want to watch this again is to like it'd be one of those things where it's like you it wouldn't be the whole thing where it's like the remote viewing kind of like we did this time. It'd be where it's like where you watch it with friends and basically do a MSK 3000
Hmm.
Yeah.
or
This one is
MST
complete
3000, not
utterly.
MSK.
This one is
MS,
complete and utterly Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah,
You had to do that.
That or riff
Like,
tracks it.
yeah, like again, not a bad movie per se. Just yeah,
Well, it's like the one thing is like you go through and watch it once to see the movie. And then unless someone else hasn't seen it that you're going to watch it with, like everyone else should have seen it before. And this is going to be one of those movies that's like you all get together with some drinks and then just rip into the movie for fun.
yes.
I won't lie, and the beginning portion with Chris Cooper is John LaRouche and doing
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing with the natives of being like, of just basically like, oh yeah, we got all this. He's like, oh, I didn't touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just having Jim Beaver
Yeah,
like, uh, uh,
Yeah,
uh.
yeah, y'all can't touch us. You can't touch them.
He's like, I didn't touch anything. He's just like, and it's like that one time where he killed that panther, and it was like what 1 of 40? Yeah, 40.
Mm.
Yeah, the cheeky huts. Just,
that
oh,
was nuts.
like, yeah. Like
But
some parts were just so fucking out there, but it was not what I was expecting, but better than I was expecting.
It's funny how that works.
Like usually Oscar bait is like lesbians eating pudding or something. I'm pretty sure that's a South Park reference.
I'm pretty sure it is too. Mm-mm.
Just not a bad movie. Like I said, just kind of weird.
At least it wasn't complete and utterly dog shit like fucking Time to Kill.
Oh God, yeah.
And I'm still pissed that y'all weren't with us to suffer
Like
through
I'll
that movie.
definitely put this above Moonstruck. I think I would definitely watch Peggy Sue Got Married before this one again.
I
I'm
like Moonstruck, so this does not go above Moonstruck.
I said for me,
I know. I just want
I
to
would
make sure.
I would definitely put this above Birdie and Racing with the Moon.
Yes.
Yes.
Raising Arizona is definitely above this movie.
Mm. Amos and Andy is above this.
Amos
I
said about this movie.
I think I'd even keep Valley Girl above this movie.
Mm.
Zadalee is above this movie.
Zandalee is above this movie.
Zandalee is a much better movie than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
See, I think I would put this movie like more, not exactly, but more on par with like how ridiculous Wild at Heart was.
Guardian Test is above this movie.
It's because Guardian Test was a good movie.
Yeah. Uh, what else?
That was
Viva
like
Las Vegas.
that's like Red Rock West was way better than expected.
Which one was it? Not Trapped in Paradise. Honeymoon in Vegas is above this movie. On Air's above this movie.
I do not.
I didn't really care for him.
You didn't
Deadfall
like
was
Honeymoon in
weird.
Vegas?
What?
Deadfall was weird.
Deadfall was weird. I would definitely put this.
I must have missed that because I don't remember. That.
Yeah, Deadfall is the one. I think this one was the one kind of like when we did. Oh shit! What was it with David Caruso? Kiss of Death.
I think I fell asleep on Kiss of Death.
Yeah,
That
I
one was
didn't
so.
see that.
No, I
No,
didn't. I don't think
no,
I fell asleep
you
on
did not fall asleep on Kiss of Death.
it. One of these I fell asleep on.
I don't remember which one you fell asleep on.
I do remember you falling asleep though, because we
Could have been Red
unfortunately
Rock
had to
West.
leave you in.
No, because we all had stuff to say about Red Rock West.
I don't remember which one Red Rock West was.
That's
I
the
think
one
that was
where
the one with the weird trailer park with the porno people.
No, that's
No,
the
that's
one to
Wild at
where
Heart.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one where he comes into town and they think he's actually a hitman, but he's not. And he's trying to do the right thing as being a former Marine.
I may not have seen that.
Oh, the one where it was stories being told about story.
No, Red
Yeah.
Rock West is when he comes in and he's looking for a job, and the guy who owns the bar thinks he's the hitman that he called for from Texas.
Oh
Okay, I
yeah,
remember
I
that
remember
now.
that one.
Mm.
Yeah, like
And
that
it
one was
turns out
fun
he's not the guy, but
because it has Dennis Hopper in it,
mm, it was weird.
and he has the flame with freaking Laura Finn
I would
Boyle.
probably watch this before that.
I would watch again just for Dennis Hopper and Nicolas Cage
Hmm.
because you have the whole thing that the guy who owns the bar, Craig Ray and Laura Flynn Boyle's characters aren't actually the people they say they are. They stole money.
Hmm.
So like at the end when he goes the whole thing because she's like, oh, we could take the money and all this and that, and it's everyone fucking each other over, and he like throws the money and she's all pissed about it, so she gets fucking caught, but he gets on the train and he finds like a couple $1,000 and he just throws it in his pocket. He's like, I think I've earned this.
Hmm.
Because Deadfall was the one to where um, they're scammers. Because like Cage plays Eddie, he's the one where he gets killed by getting put into the deep fryer.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Yeah, because
I
Kiss
don't
of
remember that
Death
one.
is David Caruso, and that's one where it was me, Tier, and James, and we had like a 30-minute discussion of how Michael Rappaport's death scene was not long enough.
You're right.
I think Time to Kill was the one Tier might have fell asleep on.
No, because Time to Kill. I remember very
Time
vividly
to
Time to
Kill
Kill.
is burned irrevocably into Tears brain. I think he saw the whole thing.
I'm mentally scarred by that movie.
Well, it's one of the shorter streams that I have. So,
Like if I die and go to hell, the devil will be playing that movie over and over for me. Here's a movie. Press play, and
God,
then
no!
why Jesus? Why? Oh God, why? I repent. I wouldn't even make it past the opening credits. Crazy.
Yeah, because Wild at Heart fucked up on me, or my internet fucked up on me for that one.
I think it was because that's the only one I honestly believe I fell asleep on.
I think you fell asleep during Deadfall.
It's
Cause
possible I was asleep on Deadfall because I don't remember
yeah,
Deadfall.
because that was the one that was like 19 minutes, and it was rough because I just had nothing to go off for that one because it. Well, it had a good cast. I just didn't have anything. Like I swear, I'm gonna have to go through and like take notes on some of these things one of these days. But I'm not the person to try to go through them and like, oh right, here's the entirety of what the storyline is because like adaptation is just like okay, it's chaos.
It is.
Like
It's
at one
very
point, you actually
chaotic.
see a child born or parts of childbearing.
It's very much a don't. I think I may have just been too tired to watch this movie and not be just like, okay, that was a lot, and now I'm even more drained.
Yeah, I think for this one, it's kind of one of those things. If you're a more of a person who likes this is where the story starts and this is where the story ends, and then here's the lead up in the two of them with very little going back and forth in time, you're not going to like this movie. But if you can handle it going all over the goddamn place and not staying in one distinct timeline for the longest time, because, first you're in what's supposed to be the current year, then you're in 3 years ago, then you're 400 million, or it's like 400 million and 40 years ago, or 4 billion and 40 years ago.
What movie was that?
That was in this movie.
Deadfall?
This movie here, Adaptation, the movie we just watched.
Yeah,
God. When we were suddenly talking about then there were dinosaurs and there was a meteor or whatever.
And they showed a woman parts of a birthing process for a woman.
No, I completely understood that. Like it's two stories being told at the exact same time.
It's not about whether or not we understood. It's about whether or not we feel like having to chase a story all over the place like that.
Yeah, because there are some people that are not going to be able to handle the chaoticness. This worked for me because it's a lot of the way my mind works. And then it's like, God damn it, I actually had to be like, oh, I can kind of relate to this person because, they don't have the best luck with women and whatnot, and they can't really tell if someone's flirting with them. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to ask this waitress out. And I'm like, yeah, that's a bad move there. Bold move, Cotton. Probably not going to work out for you. It did not work out for you.
Let's see how that pays off.
This reminded me a lot of why I don't care for Quentin Tarantino's films.
Yeah, 3, yeah.
It depends on the Tarantino film. Because I still don't mind Reservoir Dogs. I don't hate Pulp Fiction. I once every 7-8 years ago through and rewatched the Kill Bill series just because I'm mainly watching for the deaths or the fight scenes because they are ridiculous.
Best fight scene in the movie, go.
I mean, that's obviously going to be Uma Thurman versus the Crazy 88.
Nope. Oren Ishii. It has one of my favorite songs ever as the theme to the opening moments, and then having them doing a traditional samurai duel. It is fucking amazing. Like and it was snowing too. Perfect backdrop. Don't get me wrong, Crazy 88. No, her and Gogo was amazing too. I liked her and Gogo.
Well, it's just that whole entire extent of the fight scene of where it starts from her, cutting off the half French woman's arm, then to fighting all the Crazy 88, then to fighting Gogo, then before going up against Oren Ishii of being like, oh yeah, okay, any of you who are alive, you can leave. If you have lost a limb, leave it. It's mine. But before
except for you, Sophie.
Except for you, Sophie, don't fucking move. I also love how the final freaking Crazy 88, how it's a fucking like barely 18-year-old kid, and she just cuts the sword off pieces, then pulls forward and smacks him with the sword. It's like, go home to your mother.
Stop hanging out with Yakuza.
Yeah.
Go home to your mother.
Stop hanging out with the Yakuza.
That was a good one.
But
now I want to see that fight scene again.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Like this is just a very disjointed movie that's supposed to be someone's thought process. And unfortunately, it's something I can relate to.
Unfortunately, I have my own thought process, which, while similar,
I don't what's up, Mr. Scott?
Somebody else's.
Yo, Mr. Scott.
And he was definitely seeking. I will give Kaufman
Oh,
some
Mr.
pure
Scott, pineapple people.
yeah. I will give Kaufman some pure credit for portraying himself in a very very unflattering light.
Hey, at least he had the ball to do it.
Like I said, I give him credit for that. Not everyone can do that shit. Hmm.
I kind of love that our thumbnail for the show is us and a graboid.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, because I was like, oh, I could slide Angela to the corner like we did before and slide the film over. And I was like, no, I want to leave the film in the middle. We don't have anyone else. Oh, yeah, I want to add the graboid in somewhere because I have Bert on the Talking in the Void one. So he will, El Blanco will probably get shrank down a little bit and placed somewhere along the bottom, just like Bert
Hmm.
was. Yeah, Mr.
We
Scott,
got now we got
this
Whiteout
is a
Ricky.
weird movie, and it's probably going to be a long time before I ever may watch it again.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Scott.
And
I,
I will still say that my biggest shock of this entire movie was Tilda Swinton, and the
yeah,
fact
she
that
looks
she
like a
played
normal person.
a regular person.
Hmm.
That was fucking nuts. I still will say for Nicolas Cage as well, I do find it rather funny the fact of one of the movies he was in that was a remake legitimately had more story than the original.
What movie was that?
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes.
The original Gone in 60 Seconds. We want to make a movie around a 40-minute fucking chase scene. Oh, that was awesome.
It still was an amazing movie.
Like, he has been in some of the strangest fucking movies for where it goes and that whole thing. He's one of the few actors I would say that, like, when it comes to a specific genre, does not really get typecast.
Hmm.
For 2002, the movie he was in Sunny, but he was not one of the main characters. The main character he was in that came out that came out in the same year was Wind Talkers, but it was also delayed because it was originally supposed to come out in 2001. But then September 11th happened, if memory serves me correctly. Which it got heavy criticism for the fact that it did not romanticize the racism of World War II. It just like, here's how the racism was in full
Yeah.
effect. In full effect. We're not knocking. It's like we're not even gonna hide the words.
Yep.
And it was a damn good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. And so was Captain Corneli's xylophone.
Captain Corelli's mandolin.
That's what I said.
Yes, but you said the name correctly. You said the second part of the name correctly. It's always Captain, but you don't.
Corbinetti's
Yeah, like if you.
condom.
God
Right.
damn it, dude! You're fucking with the lore. But we've only got one more movie
He said
until.
Coronelli is not Corelli.
It sounded like he said Corelli to me.
No, he behaved according to your wishes.
It did not sound that way to me.
I'm sorry. It's Captain Xander Zelly's uh, uh, guitar. There you go. Better.
But we've only got one more movie until we get to National Treasure.
That's true.
so that way we can steal the Declaration of Independence.
I wish
Oh,
we'd be able to watch it during
I
Independence Day.
actually am looking forward.
and then Lord of War after that. But next is Matchstick Men.
You know what would be nice?
I
Wait a minute.
may have
Matchstick
seen
Man.
that, but it was a while if I have.
Oh shit, Rodden.
Mm-hmm.
We may actually watch that during the week of yeah, because next week is Talking Into the Void.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Matchstick Man, and another Talking Into the Void, and then the 7th, which is the 4th, but still after the 4th, National Treasure.
Yeah,
So we'll watch it on Independence Day,
weekend.
week after Independence Day. Yeah, I know. Well, still,
Basically Independence Day weekend. Which
yeah.
I'm actually curious of how my company is going to do it. See if I'm going to get a 4-day weekend or if they're going to be like, I even get anything off. But this was a better movie than expected. Not sure what I expected. I do think it's funny that apparently this movie was made Cage the sixth person to receive an Oscar nomination for playing multiple characters in the same film.
I
We
wonder
have
who
we
were the
all
other ones.
You have Sir Charles Chaplin, the great dictator.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I
You're right.
think that's Jose as a yeah, like Jose Ferrer in Moulin Rouge for 1952. Peter Sellers in Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb in 64. Lee Marvin in Cat Ballou. I'm probably fucking that up in 1965. And then
It's Cat Baloo.
Cat Ballou. And then Klaus Maria Branduar. I'm fucking that name up most likely in Out of Africa in 1985.
And what was that list of?
I can't wait. Can't wait.
And apparently Marvin and Sellers are the only ones who've actually wait, it says of the six, Marvin is the
Did
only
you
one
go
to
silent?
win, and Sellers is the only one nominated for playing more than two characters. Oh, apparently, if
Did we lose
Cage,
Rick?
no, I've been hearing him. If Cage wouldn't have turned down the role, so for anyone who says Cage won't turn down a role, he did. He turned down a role to play this game to do this movie. You know what we could have saw him in or as
What?
the Green Goblin in the 2002 Spider-Man movie.
Wow. Huh.
I don't believe I've seen any of Stakeland.
What's stake on? Let's
I've
see.
never even heard of that.
It sounds like like a post-apocalyptic style I think vampire one or something. I'm not 100% sure.
Stake Land, post-apocalyptic vampire horror movie.
Yep.
You know what? Quick aside. Do you know what the White Wolf series of games is?
Nope.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
No.
All
You're
right.
right.
So uh, uh, there's one series called Vampire the Requiem, and in one of the source books, they were doing like scenarios. There was a scenario for a coven of vampires who were in a post-apocalyptic setting, protecting their human cattle from like all kinds of shit that just roamed the earth because it was like the last of their food. Like they die, the vampires die. And looking at Stakeland reminded me of that. Just a quick aside. Sorry about that. Now time to play Vampire Masquerade. Yeah.
Until I got to Kelly McGillis, I would have thought that this was an Italian.
No, I'd seen a thing for it. It's not bad from what I've heard.
Huh. I'd never even heard of it. So now I am
I don't know
interested.
why I thought it was a TV show. I think it might have a TV show sequel or something, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Mhm.
But it's been like an hour, and I don't think we really have much else for this movie. It's a movie. It's definitely
Mhm.
Oscar bait, but of majority of Oscar bait about like lesbians on a ranch eating pudding and falling in love or some shit. It's way better than that.
Mhm.
And what was that movie you were talking about, Tier?
What when?
Because uh, the White Wolf thing or whatever.
Oh no, it's a tabletop RPG.
Ah,
It that was just it reminded me of that. That's what Stakeland reminded me of. It's reminded me of that little scenario and that little blurb in a book.
It's like he did make his point.
Mm-mm-mm.
but we're gonna get out of here. It's been about an hour, so final thoughts on the movie. Tier, go.
It watch it at least once, maybe watch it twice, and come back every 7 months.
Oh, oh, okay.
Uh,
Um,
all right,
I
go.
guess my
Yep, go ahead, Angela.
turn. Watch it once, decide if you like it. If you like it, watch it repeatedly. I might judge you if you watch it more than once a year, but hey, that's if you like it. Who am I to judge?
Oh, okay. Here, I gotta go end with this one real funny. I think it's funny. One of the trivia things. Charlie Kaufman never actually met Susan Orlin while writing the screenplay for the film. The first time he encountered her in person was over a year into production when Orlean visited the set during filming. Nicolas Cage introduced her to Kaufman. The first thing she said was, "You have no idea how embarrassed I am right now." To which Kaufman responded with, "Not as embarrassed as me," before running off set. The two did not meet for another year after that.
Oh
Wow.
no. Oh, that's awful. I feel bad for the guy now.
Okay,
Wow.
I will say that like, well, the ending and everything was cool in that one. I did love how it opened up with the shit from Dean John Malkovich.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, not a bad movie. Probably something I wouldn't watch more than once a year. But I would say watch it at least once. It's worth it. So
It
next
is.
week will be a Talking
Yeah,
in the Void. Uh, obviously, there's shit throughout all of the week. There's plenty of people to watch. I mean, Tier's got his stuff. Mitch has his stuff. Uh, Jack is doing other things. Frost's got his kind of weekly thing. There's the Minions, Freedom Frog, Far, Polly, Sinatra, Monkey. Too many to name. You know, like
Yeah.
everyone's bigger than me except for baby Angela. And I have half a feeling that once she gets her shit rolling, she'll be bigger than me. Which happens. All right. Well, I do better if I get off my ass and do shit. So we are going to get out of here. Have a good one, folks.
Adios, amigos.
We'll see you again
have a
at
good
some point.
night. Go to the movies.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Join us again next week, or you can check out the other people in the panel in the description and see us again plausibly on one of their channels, or just check out what work they've done. Have a good week, everyone.